Hey everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to day 2 of Fall Plannerthon. I do have a fun sort of stationary fall haul for you guys, so I thought I would share it. So let's just kind of stack things up here. These are just too much, look at this, oh, too much fun. So, and there's a custom planner box. All right, so let's pull these off to the side. I'm gonna go through one of these at a time. Let's open the custom planner box. So what I decided to do, because once again during this release, they did not have any monthly planners, so I decided to go ahead and get some more inserts. I fell in love with these tabs, hence the reason I wanted to get the matching notebook. So when I do decide to use this planner, I will have the matching paper with it. I just got the black plastic discs, so I'm gonna put those back in the box. We'll go through this, I think, first, and then we'll go through the dividers. You guys know pretty much how this is. I'm not putting this together now because I'm going to store it in the box and like just put a sticky note on it so I know what it is and put it on the side. So just to go through the very beginning of it. So of course you have your title page. You have your calendar 2026, 2027. Of course, you get your like perpetual. So that goes, of course, January through December. Now, just to go through a single month, let's get this off to the side. Okay. So just to go through a single month, of course, you have your title page. The next page, you have your calendars. So of course, that is January of 2026. I can redate this. I'm not super worried about it. But again, like I've mentioned in previous Happy Planner monthly videos, they don't come out with monthly layouts, it seems, very often anymore. And since that is the one that I really love from Happy Planner, I have decided that that is, you know, I wanted to have a couple on the side. So this, I think, is the second one I will have on the side, or possibly the third. So of course your dashboard, which is what I like to use for all kinds of things. And then you have your checklist sections. There is enough, of course, for the full month. At the bottom of the next page, you get the don't forget. And then you have a take note, which I like to use as a review section. And then of course you go into your following month, you do get your currently pages as well. So since this is going to be probably quite a long video, maybe pause, go get yourself something to drink. I will put those back in here though. Actually, I'll do that after. All right, so now this. I fell in love with these dividers. You guys know I'm a floral girl. You guys know I'm more of a seasonal girl, but this, just wow. I was stunned with these dividers. So here's your cover. Gorgeous. Look at the inside. Beautiful. So you have all 12 of the flowers on the inner cover. So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to put this off to the side here. This is January. So that's carnation. Gorgeous. February is violet. I love the stark contrast of the flowers with like that sort of like glittery hollow foil, and then, you know, the dark background. Beautiful. Now they don't all have, you know, foil or anything like this one doesn't, but I mean, these are just beautiful. So Daisy for April, Lily of the Valley for May, Rose for June, and the front and the back are all the same. Larkspur for July, Gladiola for August, September Aster, October Marigold. This is one of my favorites. I love this. November Chrysanthemum, and then December is Narcissus. Gorgeous. And then of course the back cover, Plan a Happy Life, you have your flowers again, and then the back matches, of course, the front cover. So super pretty. I fell in love with that. And then I decided also at that same time, I wanted to make sure I was going to get the notebook that matched. So I can actually take that off. I don't need that on there. This is the beautiful cover. You've got all your flowers here. I mean, they're not every single one of the 12, but you definitely have the majority. This is the interior, so you can see the cover here. Beautiful. This one says never stop growing. And then it's just floral on the back. The paper has a beautiful floral print along the spine. So it's the same front and back. This one says today is a gift. There's your front and back. This one says shine bright and has these big bold flowers on it. Front and back. There's your back cover and that. So the nice thing is this one does say notes, but you know, now I have 2 covers that match that, and I have the paper to go along with that. That might end up being a wellness planner or a reading journal at some point in the future. I don't know if it will be in 2026, but I definitely like it. So on to the next. You guys, again, know I love a good monthly planner, so I couldn't resist. They were having a sale, Erin Condren, on their fall release. And let me do this so you can look at this cover. You guys, I fell in love with this pumpkin cover. So I decided instead of just buying the cover, I would get another monthly planner. Of course, this is a 2026. Like I mentioned with the other, I will redate it. It doesn't matter to me because basically all you have is your calendar, the dashboard, and then of course the blank pages. I will redate it. I don't care. Again, it can be used for reading or wellness or whatever I choose. I could use this for, you know, working at the garage at some point if I don't need a lot of space. So these are fabulous, but I really wanted this cover, and you're going to see why here in a second. So I definitely, this will be my fall cover. I will be changing it onto my planner soon. I got a notebook with one of the holiday covers. I mean, look how sweet this is. I just love it. The winter scene. So this will be good not only for like Christmas, but even into like January or February. But I needed another notebook anyway, so I got the cover on the notebook. Love it. This will be my holiday cover. Now, this is my daily duo, but you'll notice she's kind of dressed up. I decided to get one of their clear folios. These are really nice. I wanted to show you how it looked on there. This is like a vegan leather, very, very like soft and durable. Love it. So when you open up the inside, your planner, sorry, I have a piece of junk paper in the back there. Your planner, oh geez, all kinds of papers in there. Your planner slides into the back pocket here, but you do have actually like a secretarial flap along with like a pocket here. So this works out really, really nice. Now, again, let me say this. So this matches this cover beautifully. You can see how like damaged it is. I don't know if it's coming across in the video, but it's all kind of like rubbing off. There's all kinds of scratches on it. And so that was part of the reason I decided to get this. Sadly, a little too late because now that cover is kind of ruined. But what I'm thinking is if you look at the color on this, it still goes beautifully with this winter one. Also goes beautifully with this fall one. So when I switch the fall on my daily duo, guess what? That'll go nice. But also, I'm thinking since I will be doing my reading journal in Erin Condren this year, you guys know, you may have already seen the video yesterday, that will also match to go in here. So I'm excited for that. But in any case, guys, I just kind of wanted to take a minute to show you a few things I got. So it was basically Erin Condren and Happy Planner. I definitely, you know, you guys know I love monthly planners. So those are some of my favorites. And I'm a sucker for seasonal, so I had to get a few things. So in any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great one.